Chapter 62:41. Jimmy didn't expect Maiqing to explain the matter in such detail. Feeling a little embarrassed, he immediately said loudly, "Sister-in-law, you are too conscienceless to say that. When you and my eldest brother started a business, my father gave you $1 million. It was agreed that it would be a family investment. In order not to affect your decision-making power in starting a business. This $1 million only accounted for 49% of the shares of Smith Law Firm. You can't deny it, right?" Maiqing was furious when she heard this, and she shouted coldly, "Jimmy, you are talking nonsense. Your eldest brother borrowed the $1 million from your father. And the loan period was agreed to be 3 years. But your eldest brother paid the money back to your father in just 1 year. I was afraid that this incident would cause suspicion among you brothers. So I asked your eldest brother to return the $1 million in cash to your father in front of you. How come the $1 million became an investment in your case?" Jimmy immediately said, "Sister-in-law, you said my eldest brother paid back the $1 million. Do you have any evidence? Our whole family can testify that the money has never been paid back." Maiqing sneered, "Are you starting to act like a rogue? Your eldest brother didn't keep a loan agreement when he took the $1 million. And he didn't keep a repayment agreement when he paid it back. He just wanted to. We are all family. If I borrowed the money in front of you and returned it in front of you, I can naturally prove my innocence. I didn't expect you to be so mean." Jimmy said seriously, "Sister-in-law, let's talk about the matter. I hope you don't escalate it to a personal attack. I won't say anything else. The $1 million has not been returned. Everyone in the Smith family can testify. If you want to deny it, we can meet in court. Even if we lose the lawsuit, it doesn't matter. After all, we used to be a family. If you don't get it back, just treat it as a wedding gift from our Smith family to you." Jimmy actually knew very well that the $1 million had been returned by his brother a long time ago. And there was no document agreement for borrowing and returning. So it was impossible for him to sue. The reason why he said this was to retreat in order to advance. Deliberately disgusting Maiqing in public. He also knew that Maiqing herself was an expert in law. And she could see at a glance that she had no chance of winning this lawsuit. So he flew from the United States specifically to expose her shortcomings in public. In order to force her to give up part of her interests in exchange for his concession. A few days ago, another top American law firm approached him and proposed to acquire all of Smith Law Firm's businesses and teams in the United States for $800 million in cash. The reason for the acquisition was that they knew Paul had moved his law firm to China and wanted to take this opportunity to become the strongest law firm in the United States. But when the acquisition invitation was first sent to Paul, he rejected it. The other party could only seek other breakthroughs and found other members of the Smith family, hoping that they could persuade Paul to agree. If Paul disagreed, the Smith family would definitely be tempted by such a large amount of acquisition targets, and would take the initiative to find a way to take the law firm back and then sell it to themselves. In order to get a share of the $800 million, Jimmy was ready to play rogue to the end and grab as much as he could. Maiqing also guessed his tactics, but she obviously misjudged his character. Even if he continued to make trouble for the rest of his life, he would never compromise with him even a little. So, she said firmly, "Jimmy, since you said we'll see you in court, I don't think there's any need for us to communicate. If you have any objections, just say it in front of the judge." At this point, Maiqing said again, "Today is my wedding with my second husband. You are not welcome here. Please go out, immediately, right now." Seeing that Maiqing had no attitude towards settling things peacefully, Jimmy sneered and said, "Han, you are such a vicious woman. Our family has paid so much for you and my eldest brother. It's okay for you to turn your back on us now. And you even want to drive me out of here. Do you really think the Smith family will let it go? No, it won't. We will do our best to pursue fairness and justice. And we will never let you succeed like this. And I tell you, my father has kept the contract that my eldest brother borrowed money from back then. And it will be the most powerful evidence in court." After saying that, Jimmy turned around and was about to leave. The words he just said were a threat to Mai Ching. He actually didn't have any contract at all. And he knew that Mai Ching was very clear about this. But he came to China this time with the mentality and strategy of playing rogue. He just wanted to tell a lie and throw dirty water on Mai Ching in public. Throwing dirty water, as long as it comes from a person's mouth. Even if it is all false, the other party will be thrown into disgrace. He said it so clearly, and also wanted to let Mai Ching know that if she did not compromise and make concessions, he and the Smith family would keep biting her to death. Even if they couldn't force her to hand over all the business of Smith Law Firm in the United States, they would at least cut off a piece of fatty meat. If they couldn't cut off the meat, they would let Mai Ching and Smith Law Firm be ruined. In short, this matter couldn't be so easy for her. Mai Ching knew that the other party was threatening her, so she said coldly, "Get out."